Okay, so most of you know who follow me on Snapchat. I usually post something completely ridiculous or I'm ranting about something, but it's usually all in humor. It may come across as offensive. It's never my intent. I don't take a lot of things seriously. There's a few things that I'm passionate about, but for the most part, I try to keep things lighthearted. This is not one of those posts. It's something that needs to be talked about. I feel convicted to share this with you. Hoping it would somehow help you if you've ever experienced it, or sadly, if you ever do experience it, I hope you don't. But if you do, hopefully this helps. So this post is going to be about suicide. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because my nephew, bless his heart, he had a friend recently commit suicide. And his question to me was, how do you move forward? And that's a really hard answer to come up with. And my answer to him was, you move forward because you have to. Because there's nothing back there for you when you look back. Suicide is a very real thing that affects a lot of people. The ripple effect of suicide is infinite. Talk to people. We've seen firsthand the devastation that suicide causes, not just with families, but with friends as well. You know, when you're loved, and people always ask that question, what could I have done? What could I have said? And sadly, I don't think there's much people could have done. If your mind's made up, your mind's made up. But you should go through life without questioning that. You should go through life knowing that you are kind and that you are a person that welcomes any conversation, and that you let everybody know that you're a safe haven for them. They can come to you with anything and you're not going to judge them. That's what people need, is just to feel like, regardless of what I'm going to say, this person is going to love me for me anyway. So with everything being said, it's a difficult conversation to have. It's a difficult subject that comes up, and sadly, it's just very real for some people. If you're lucky enough and have never had to experience dealing with a suicide, consider yourself blessed. But the reality is that it happens, and it happens to people that you sometimes least expect it to happen to. So just spread positivity and be kind. There are many forms of bullying. You don't have to put your hands on somebody to be considered a bully. So don't be mean. Your words have an everlasting effect on people, so make sure they're kind, positive words. Thanks for listening. I'd like to add one more thing too. Sometimes it is a mental thing. Sometimes it's not bullying at all with an outside source. Sometimes people are struggling because they're putting so much pressure on themselves, if that makes any sense to anybody. So you can still be that guiding light for somebody. You can still make sure that everybody understands, we are who we are, and God makes no mistakes. He definitely didn't start with them. Nobody's perfect. We are perfectly imperfect. And you have to love yourself first. Just continue to love each other. And again, I cannot stress that enough. Be kind. Just be kind.